Big old eye, didn't it? Who's catching? What weight you got, mate? 5-0. Has he? Right then, folks. I know I said that the feed I did over on Facebook would be the last feed, live feed. I just thought that would bring you another YouTube feed to finish off on. And we've gone straight back to where we started, up on Stretton. And we're just behind peg 15 at the minute, and he's been snaring a few. He's got about £60, but that's not including this fish. And this looks like another decent fish. But he has told me that Wayne Rook on the peg next to him is beating him. So definitely fished a little bit slower than yesterday, but still great fishing for a cold April's day. This one's giving him a bit of a run around. I better just get back so I don't get whacked with the old pole. What we got, mate? Carps. Lovely. So, folks, let me talk about the hot topic. By the sounds of it, it appears to me that Kieran Marsden will be winning his section, and I think that Rob Swan won't be far off winning his. But I do think that Kieran's probably got more weight than Rob at this stage. We have only got 20 minutes left. Niall Evans, who I did fancy for a bit of a section win earlier on, down on the clay pit, is currently being beat by Charlie Law, who's managed to snare a few, mugging on the pellet wag and all. Charlie's definitely causing a bit of an upset in that section, which will mean that Niall, if he does even come second in his section, will be knocked down to 3 points. I think Tom Scully is probably just leading his Stretton and Belf. I don't think we're going to see the weights that we saw yesterday, but we've certainly been some people you can see just in the background there. Some pole elastic coming out in front of you and some pole elastic coming out over the top of the pole. So plenty of fish being caught, folks. And this is a 2-day festival we've had here at Western, obviously concluding today. It's a festival that's been based on section points, which will revert to weight in the event of a tie, which in all honesty I think it's going to come down to today. And I just think that Rob Swan is going to be very difficult to beat with that £170 weight that he had yesterday, which was a tremendous weight, obviously. Match winning weight. Can't really get anywhere further, folks, because I'm in fear of losing my signal. We can have another go. I'll just see if I can make my way down to Wayne, and if I keep on walking, maybe the black spot that we've got will disappear. I've just seen Colin Green's just jumped up there. He's a member of the Catchmore Media, so welcome to the live feed, mate. Dan Wild here, one of our regulars at Western Pools. Any good, Dan? What weight you got? £70. Might be winning section with that, pal. So you can see, folks, there's plenty of fish coming out. Got to just be careful because a lot of these lads are fishing down the edge now, and I don't want to cause too much upset. You can see here that Dan is fishing right tight against that pallet. Big pole pot, you can see really is deep just off the edge of the pallet. It's probably 4.5, 5 foot. Unfortunately, he's just snared a leaf there. They don't count. But definitely a few fish coming out. Poor old Chris Lane opposite on the bank of Stretton. Same peg as he drew yesterday. Definitely changed his game plan compared to yesterday. Yesterday he was fishing short all the way through the match. He's a bit of a pellet head. And he missed out on a few fish, I think, yesterday by not going long on maggot. Fishing shallow like Johnny Rouse's fishing partner and Tom Scully did. But today, at the early stages of the match here, Chris definitely went long and snared a few of the resident eyed, and he's back on that short line now, chucking maggots. I've just seen him. And he's just having a few silver fish, which I don't think is going to do him any good, to be honest, because there is some better fish coming out either side of him. So he's going to have a bit of a rethink in these dying moments of the match. We do have a festival here on the Flyer TV on the 28th and 29th of May this month. It's the first time we've had a festival here, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's a big old money one, about 1,500 quid first place. So this is exactly what I've just been saying, folks, with Chris Lane fishing for those. I know he's not fishing for them, but getting amongst those silvers when the average stamp of fish is the same kind of quality as this little beauty here. There's some big old eyed and some skimmers in here, folks, and decent F1. So I think that Chris is just wasting time with those smaller fish, and it's definitely time for a rethink. He's on 3 points from yesterday, Chris is, so certainly not out of contention, but he's going to have to do something better than catching those little 2 or 3 ounces. And as if my point is further proven, next peg to Chris is amongst a fish that certainly isn't a silver. So yeah, as I was saying, we are here on the 28th and 29th of May for on the Flyer TV Big Money Festival here. 1,500 quid probably first place, or there or thereabouts. And there's only 3 places left on that one. So certainly don't hang about if you want to get onto that. Just message me, Gary Rogers, to get booked on. And if there's still a place available, I'll make sure I book you on. You can see here, look, I am not that close, by the way, I'm on Zoom, but you can see how close into the edge these boys are fishing, but the depth of water is phenomenal here. You certainly won't find that much depth at other commercial venues across the country. Yesterday, one of the chaps was unfortunate enough to lose his pole. 2 sections went sliding into the drink, and he was very lucky that Johnny Rouse braved the deeps and stripped off to his pants and went in, and he actually located the pole 10 metres out. So that shows you, folks, that when these pole sections go in, they just keep on slipping away like a bit of a javelin. We'll just watch this fella play this fish in, and then I'm going to leave these lads to the dying moments of the match so they can see if they can snare a few old... There's another fish coming out next door, look. Plenty of fish showing, folks, in this latter stage of the match. Look at that, he's still playing this one. So, and Chris Lane there is next door. Just had one ping off there, but again it was a smaller fish, so really needs to change tact. You can sometimes lose your way in these matches, and it can be a little bit demoralising from the drawer, having said that he's drawn the same peg 2 days running. I know that he certainly wasn't happy this morning with it. Steve Openshaw, same thing's happened to him on Belve. I think it's Belve 10 he's faced both days. In fact, Steve's been on Belve within 4 pegs on the last 6 matches, so certainly wanted to change today, and unfortunately it hasn't gone that way. And that's a lovely fish. Can't tell who it is from this distance, but you can see there, folks. That equates to about 200 of the little small fish that Chris has been catching in this last 10 minutes. So there you go, folks. This is the final day of the John Oliver Memorial Match here at Western Pools Fishery, sponsored by Guru this year, and what a fantastic event it's been. This is the 2nd year that I've had the pleasure of covering it, and hopefully it won't be the last. So we'll just watch Chris bring this fish in, and then I will leave you lovely folks to the rest of your day, and we'll come back later with the results. So thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.